Josiah, CEO and founder of Marky. We've helped over 200,000 businesses grow on social media. And today I'm going to show you a truly cross-platform 2026 strategy. I'm going to show you where each platform places on this graph that I call the reach trust graph. So if you think about it, there's really two reasons why you're on social media. You're either trying to get more reach new leads, or you're trying to nurture the leads you have. And that builds trust so that when they come in for the sale, they've already convinced themselves that you're the one to sell to them. So if you're going to use the different platforms, you can cross-post the same content across the platforms, but if you have to choose which one should you focus on? And if you're going to choose multiple of them, how can you have a cross-platform strategy that really uses the strengths of each platform? So each of these are the different major socials. And let's start by looking at the social which has the most reach and the lowest trust scores. Do you know which it is? TikTok, and specifically shorts. So TikTok is where you want to share your shorts. They should be as gripping, entertaining, funny as possible because TikTok, more than any other platform, is optimized for reach and virality. So this is how you're going to get new eyeballs on your content and get them into your ecosystem. Okay, let's go all the way on the other side of the graph here. Highest trust, lowest reach. Which do you think it is? YouTube. YouTube, especially long form content, has basically no reach. It's only going to be pushed to your current followers. So you're going to need to use other methods to get people to follow you on YouTube. Maybe you send a link and say, hey, can you share this? You have a website, follow me on YouTube. So it doesn't have the reach that the others do. Obviously, there are YouTube shorts, which kind of fit in the middle here, but long form, you know what YouTube's known for. So think 10 to 30 to 60 minutes, right? This obviously takes a lot of work on your end, and you're not going to be producing a lot of this. It's not going to push it out. But if someone had sit down with you for 60 minutes virtually watching your YouTube video, and then they hop on a sales call with you, you better guess they probably have already convinced themselves that they want to buy from you. Okay, next, let's look at something that has not quite as much reach as TikTok, but maybe a little bit more trust. Which one do you think it is? X. So specifically tweets, right? So tweets aren't going to really do a lot to build trust. They're short, but they can have some reach because people do like to share tweets and retweet them, and they're just very digestible. Okay, which do you think is here in the middle? Instagram carousels. Obviously, you can post a lot of other things to any of these platforms, but of all of them, I would say Instagram. It's kind of, it started out with carousels, and obviously people do post a lot of shorts there now, which also do well. It kind of sits in the middle here, so it's not maybe as virality and just trying to hook your audience as much as TikTok, but it's a place where maybe people will spend a little bit more time with you, so you can share your knowledge via a carousel with maybe a call to action at the end and share some knowledge through the different slides of the carousels. This is great for engagement. Fun fact for Instagram carousels is they have a much higher engagement rate because if people don't interact with the first slide of your carousel, they will surface your carousel again to your followers further down their feed at a different slide so that they maybe can capture them then. Little fun fact. Okay, we've got two more here, so let's look at this one. It has medium reach and high trust. Which one do you think it is? LinkedIn, right? So LinkedIn is really optimized for that long text kind of post, thought leadership. So this is where you're not going to have, the huge reach, but you're going to be able to build a lot of trust if people are sitting there and reading you and following you, and they're expecting to be basically mentored by you through LinkedIn and coached by you. So this is a place where you can build a lot of trust. Okay, final one, which remains here. So we're looking at one that has a maybe a lower reach and a medium conversion rate. Which do you think it is? Facebook, and specifically photo dumps. So this is really kind of what Facebook was known for. And so if you went to an event, if you did a community outreach, and you just kind of want to dump some good photos from that event, that does pretty well on Facebook. People are kind of used to seeing that, right? And so in these parentheses, I've put really what each platform is known for. Obviously, by in 2026, you can post any of this content to really any of these platforms. But if you use what that platform was really built for and got started doing, you're really using it to its full extent. And so a full cross-platform strategy in 2026 really does involve all of these pieces. Now, how in the world are you going to find time to not only post to each of these platforms, but also specialize the content for each platform? Well, I think a great way to get started with that is just record yourself with a long form video. And now you can post that long form video to YouTube. And then you can get a transcript from that recording and put that into ChatGPT and ask it to come up with some short text posts, some long text posts, and then you can use something like Canva to create carousels. Um, Obviously, photo dumps are, you have to come up with that from just out in the field. And then you can use, there's a lot of tools out there that can turn long form content into short form content, like Opus or one of the others. And you can use that to create your TikTok shorts. Now, if that even sounds like too much work, Marky is coming in clutch for you because we are building out a full repurposing engine inside Marky where you can just take the long form video and it will take it from there. And not only will it create each of these pieces of content from your one piece of long form video, but it'll also schedule it across each of the platforms, optimized to use each platform to its strength. So if that sounds interesting to you, we are currently building out some of these features. So comment Marky on this post and I will DM you to be part of the development of those features. And if you want us to handle this all for you, also let us know because we are looking at bringing on a few clients for a full service. And so everything can be handled for you. You don't have to think about it. And let me know if that's of interest to you.